Hello?
Hello, this is Detective Martin. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good. Is this a with?
It is. Yes, it is.
Like I said, I'm Detective Martin with the Shively Police Department. I'm calling to see if you had time to do a brief phone interview in reference to the shooting that occurred up at the animal clinic the other day.
I do.
Okay. Can I start by getting a good address for you?
Question. Right? Yes, I do. I was wearing black, I guess they're not khakis, but the kind of khakis, they're like sweatpants that you pull up their, I don't know what you call those anymore. They come down past your knees. They kind of look like dress pants for women, but they're not, but they're cotton. In a black shirt that had flowers on it.
Okay. And the reason why I asked that is we have video footage from the incident. We're just trying to pinpoint, who is who
right.
in the video. That's the only reason why I asked that.
Well, it's like to really describe the shirt. It's black, but it has a cover over it. It has like two shirts in one, where it looks like you have. I don't know. You will see me. I'm kind of heavyweight. My hair was pulled up. You'll know.
That's okay. Yeah, we'll get it. If you don't care, you can just start from what you remember from the incident, starting at whenever you want.
Sure. Okay. Well, oh my goodness, my alarm. So sorry. There we go. I came in there, and actually, you can see my little red car and all the videos out there. Kind of weird, but I took my dog that I found getting on the highway in there just to give him shots, and sitting in there, and I guess it was about like four of us in the waiting room. And I mean, out of nowhere, from all the way in the very, very back, comes two black women, and one was fairly light, and the workers, a couple of women workers, and they were kind of pushing these two people back, and there was, a lot. They were just yelling back and forth, a lot of altercation going back and forth. And as they were coming up and approaching to go out the door where you pay, that's when it really, it stopped. It stopped for a minute because she was the worker lady was saying, "Well, we can call the police or call the authorities. We'll let the authorities do it." And the other woman's like, "I'm going to get my dog. You're going, that's what I was just. Those are the words that I heard. Authorities and get my dog." And then they were as they were working their way out the door, the young man was coming in the door, and he got stuck right there behind them, and they all just went out the door together. Then everybody, it was like a whole. There was him. There was the one black woman in the orange with the spaghetti strap thing on, and then the other light-skinned woman, and then three worker ladies. All just went out the door together, and then next thing you know, you hear this bang. This loud bang, and I heard somebody say he got shot in the leg. And my mind was thinking. I didn't even realize, you kind of go, it was a gun, but what was that? And then they bring him in. I'm sorry.
You're okay.
He had a hole in his chest the size of my hand.
You're okay. Take your time.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're all right.
That was the most horrible thing I think I've ever seen in my life. And, and it just seems like it took so long for everybody, for the rest of it to happen. You can see this woman and there were spaghetti strips, spread across we saw her at the window and the door in the lobby there, and and everybody's like, shut, lock the door because she's out there. And then she comes walking back again, and then you all finally come, and you can see that they handcuffed her. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. He just kept saying, "I can't breathe,"
Who kept saying
I
that? The young
don't know what
man?
happened out there in the parking lot. I didn't see that, but I saw clearly that he came in. It was like he came in a bad situation. He walked in on a bad situation because when he came in, he heard everybody, they were arguing, and he was like, I don't even know if he was in the building prior to that, because he kind of looked like he took his hands and he put them up like fists, like, oh, look, there's a fight, like there's something going on, and he just got pushed out the door and shot. I don't know what happened out in the parking lot, and I don't, do I necessarily know if it was that woman that shot him? I don't know, because I did not see that. I just saw her run, and I just know that she was part of the altercation that was happening inside. So, and hopefully you all have footage of whatever happened out in the front. But I'm still trying to think, how would, I'm hearing this about self-defense, and I'm like, where's the, what was the how? I just don't understand how self-defense,
Yeah.
But that's what I saw.
Okay, well, I just have a couple questions that I want to ask you, just to clarify, so I have it exactly right and I know exactly what you mean.
Okay.
So you said out of the very back comes two black women who you said were engaged in the argument and pushing of the workers. Can you describe to me what those two black women were wearing?
One was wearing, yes, an orange. It looked like a jumpsuit. It was very orange. It had like spaghetti straps. She was really tall. She seemed very tall. Then there was another woman in front of her who was shorter, who had very short hair, very light skin, and she looked like she had on, it was like a t-shirt type of, some kind of t-shirt, some kind of cotton shirt. I could put it that way. It looked like, from what I remember, I'm going to go with, a T-shirt type.
Do you remember what color the T-shirt was?
Oh, my goodness. It had, it looked like there was pattern on it. I remember, what kind of pattern it was. I don't know if it was like a person, like a group, or...
That's okay. You don't have to stress.
I don't know. I know. I remember that orange. So that was...
Okay.
Because I was thinking, wow, this woman's looking like she's getting ready to go to the club or out to eat, and she's yelling with these other people. You know what I mean? That was my thought.
Okay, so you said that as they were working their way out, a young man was coming in the door behind them. Was this what was this young man that entered inside? What was he doing at the time that he came in? Do you remember? When he came in, he just ran in. He butted up right to them, all being pushed, just like a train of them. There was at least 5 of these. There was the 2 women with their backs going out, and then the other women that worked there, like 3 of them all kind of working together, pushing the other person out. So he's like, he came in the wrong place at the wrong time. He just walked in. He came in that door and ran, smacked into them, and it was like, oh, what's going on? He was like, oh, I guess he said, I don't know, it was like a kid jokingly did that, like the fists up in the air, like there's a fight going on kind of thing, and he just got pushed out the door, back out the door. So, am I correct in hearing you say that the young man that come in, he put his fist up in the air like a fight was going on?
Like a fight, like how, my only thing is like what kids do, like when they say, oh, there's a fight, like there's a fight,
Like you're getting
Like, would he put his fist up in the air as in, like, a boxer would in a boxing match? Like, have your fist up ready to fight?
No, it was like, where you put your hands up and you go, right, you like, yeah, I guess it's something, I guess you would say like that, like, was it jokingly? I mean, it was like, right, it was like saying, oh, look, there's a fight. I mean, it did not look like he was antagonizing the fight. And as a matter of fact, I think he had a smile on his face. I really think he just walked in at the wrong thing at the wrong time. Because I know he wouldn't have came in that way, but...
So when you said he had his fist up, did you ever see anybody throw any type of punch or anything, or did you just see his fist?
No. It was like that, like giving a signal, like, look, there's a fight,
Okay.
Between, I mean, it was like, I don't want to say jokingly, but it was, I'm trying to think of the best way to describe this without showing you is the better way to do it. It was almost like, look, there's women here having a fight, it was like, yeah, it wasn't, or I didn't take it as anything.
That's okay.
That way,
So after they went outside,
like,
you said you didn't...
I don't know how to describe it.
Okay. So after they went outside, you said you didn't see what happened outside?
No,
okay.
No, I did not see what happened. I don't know. I do know this, that there was a gentleman there already in a room that's wife was out in the parking lot, front and center. You could get the name of this gentleman that was there. I'm sure his wife was in the car right there in the front row, he said. And he was, of course, worried about her, and he talked to her and said she was okay, and she saw everything.
Okay. Can you go over again what you said happened, after they went outside,
Sure.
what you heard and all of that?
Yeah, well, right. It was like, I don't know, a couple minutes after outside, I just this bang.
Okay.
This big, loud bang. And then, of course, it took a second to understand. Somebody ran in and said, and, they've been shot in the leg. Was it you got shot in the leg? I just heard they've been shot in the leg. And then, of course, because I'm in the waiting room there, right, on the other side of where they were, on the other door, I saw the woman run across the window there. And so that's my thought is, okay, that's maybe the person that did the shooting. That's just my first thought. I don't know. But then, right, they're saying, she's out there, lock the door. And they bring him in, and I'm like, it wasn't in the leg. Of course,
Yeah.
it was like a chest shot.
Okay.
And we locked the door. Yeah, saw her go that way. But then I saw her come back. She come walking back slowly the other way. First, she whirls to the right, and then she comes back to the left.
Okay.
And then the next thing, right when the police got there, you could see her getting walked away in handcuffs.
And by her, who are you referring to?
I'm sorry, the lady with the orange outfit, the orange jumpsuit. And right, and I don't know who pulled the trigger. I don't know if it was even one of them two women.
Did you ever see a gun?
No, I didn't see a gun at all. I did not see a gun. I was thinking that too. Why didn't it occur sooner than right inside the building?
Yeah.
What made that actually happen? Did she go get it? Did it come from somebody else? That part is a mystery. I just know the altercation that was going down. It was really, really, really not a good altercation that was going on inside of there. It was almost like, the woman worker that worked there, that, was kind of being a little bit rude, too. she was being rude, but then the other two women were being very rude back, and it was kind of like trying to fight of a kind of who's going to be a dominant person here. I think the whole thing should have been handled even different. Just let the person first of all have the dog, but definitely nobody. It wasn't worth anybody getting shot over that. I do know, but the way I see it, he came in a bad situation. It wasn't even between even him and anybody. It was between the two women and the one lady with the short hair, the worker lady there.
Yeah, can you describe to me the short-haired worker lady that you said was being rude to him?
She had very short blonde hair. And, of course, she was wearing a scrub. She was really rude, too, I felt.
Can you describe her a little bit better? If you remember. If you don't, it's okay. Very
short, like pixie short hair. Over here, all I can.
Is she a white female, black female?
And scrubs were like pinkish with animals or some kind of pattern on it. That she was very. She wasn't very nice either.
Is this a white female, a black female?
Yes, I'm sorry. It was a white female, yes. Yes. And then there was a couple people behind her, kind of like, there was a short woman there too, and I think I don't know if that was his mom. There was a short woman in the back of the bunch too, trying, behind the blonde woman that was arguing with the two customers, we could say. I don't want to sound prejudiced. I don't want to say black and white. You're
right.
You know where
okay.
you draw the line, because it's not even about race.
And you said you didn't know if that was his mom. Who are you referring to?
The guy that came in. I know his mom worked there, is what I was told. If you want to know, I didn't see any flowers in hand. You might want to look for that to see if he had any flowers anywhere in the parking lot coming up beforehand. I had been told that he was going up there to give flowers to his mom. I didn't see any flowers in his hand, but that's what I was told is why he was even coming up there.
Okay.
And I don't know if he had flowers and you could see him in the park, then that would...
Who told you that?
That is just hearsay because I didn't see that.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else that you feel like I should know that I might not have asked?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Okay.
The main thing that's been playing over in my head, and maybe this is good to get away from that, is just seeing him laying there and nobody knowing what to do. Somebody that just really made me angry. That I thought we were at a veterinarian clinic, the hospital, and why are you bringing him a glass of water? He doesn't want water. Is what I'm thinking. If he wants air, he needs air. Does anybody have oxygen? Do you have a mask? That's what keeps rolling over in my head. So thank you for even getting me out of that.
It's no problem.
Like being stuck in that, And I tell you what, I'm going to get me a first aid kit, a trauma aid kit. I want to be prepared. I felt so helpless, and I'm sorry. The work you all do, I don't see how you must have a great wired brain, because my brain,
No, that's okay. Don't
wouldn't handle so much of that. So I tell you, I have so much respect for the work you do.
Well, I appreciate that, and don't beat yourself up over the incident.
I tell you, that's something that it brings it home of wow, what's going on with our society and everything, and I don't know who did the shooting, but if they're out there, if they're willing just to shoot somebody over something like that, that's a danger. That's scary. That's that's totally scary to think that you take something that's supposed to protect you and just hurt somebody. I don't know, but thank you for calling me, because I thought somebody needed to be a voice for this kid, because
I truly feel he walked into the wrong situation at the wrong time, from what I could see. I don't know what he did while he was out there, and maybe things did change. You know, I don't know that part of it. I just know what I saw of it with what he walked into. He walked into something he didn't know he was walking into.
Yeah, it's no problem. If after we get off here, if you remember anything else that you think I should know, you just feel free to call back and
I will.
and let me know.
Well, thank
okay.
you for that.
All right, it's no problem.
Thank you.
All right.
You have a great day.
Thank you. You
Okay.
too.
Okay. Bye.
All right. Bye.